We have breaking news in the NBA. Steve Nash has been hired by the Brooklyn Nets to be their new head coach. Now, from what I understand, there's a lot of turmoil on the internet because Steve Nash is white, and a lot of people were calling for a black head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. I'm going to put all of that to rest right now. There are two reasons why Steve Nash got hired as the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. One of those reasons is the flat earth believing Kyrie Irving.
What the fuck?
The other reason is the potential top 10 overall talent once his career is said and done, Kevin Durant. Why did Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving want Steve Nash to be their head coach? Well, there's a couple reasons. Steve Nash lost to Greg Popovich in the 2007 NBA championship. He led the Phoenix Suns, won back-to-back MVPs. Kobe never did that. We understand the picture, we understand the meme. Steve Nash is one of the greatest shooters of all time, and in fact has worked with Kevin Durant for multiple years on his game. There's a reason the boys, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, wanted Steve Nash to be their head coach because A, he's new, and a lot of you are going to wonder, okay, that makes no sense, he's new. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that new head coaches have ever had success in the NBA. Look at Doc Rivers. Look at Steve Kerr. These two coaches are going to go down as two of the greatest coaches of all time, and they had no previous head coaching experience when they got their job. Steve Nash, I think, could very easily fall into that category, given the fact that he is going to be a people's coach. He is going to coach the team for the players. He's not going to grind into them like Greg Popovich probably would have. We all know that Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are a little bit volatile. I don't think Greg Popovich, as great a coach as he is, and probably even arguably the greatest coach of all time, I don't think that the way he coaches and what he values as a coach is very conducive to the way that Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant play, are going to play, and want to be coached. These are two superstars we're talking about. These are two of the greatest scorers of all time that we're talking about. They don't want somebody who's going to come in and bully them. They want nice guy Steve Nash, master passer Steve Nash, four-time 40, 50, 90 shooting Steve Nash. Now, everyone says Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. He only has one 40, 50, 90 year. Steve Nash has four. So Steve Nash is the greatest shooter of all time. Kevin Durant being arguably the greatest scorer of all time. No offense, Michael Jordan, but there's a three-point line now and it's utilized. Kevin Durant shoots the three way better than Michael Jordan ever did. Not to say that he ever couldn't have shot as well as Kevin Durant, because he would have if he put the time, but the game was different back then. Different story. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving shooting the three and scoring at will right now. No offense to James Harden. I get he puts a lot of points up on the board. Where the heck is he in the playoffs? Kevin Durant has done that in the playoffs. Kyrie Irving has done that in the playoffs. They both have championships. They have culminated together and built a team in Brooklyn that needs a head coach like Steve Nash. I am all for the Black Lives Matter movement. However, right now, I don't think there's a better suited coach than Steve Nash. Steve Nash has a very comedic sense of humor.
I've been very difficult first on the losing streak, but we're going to pick it up in the second half.
And he's tough as nails. We all remember when Robert Horry absolutely bruised him into the boards in the 2007 finals.
MVP sailing and set off the scuffle that led to the suspensions.
He lost to Greg Popovich, but Greg Popovich is still under contract, and he's not going to support Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving the way they want to be supported. Steve Nash is the greatest fit to be the head coach. I didn't see it coming, but now that it's happened, it makes sense because Steve Nash has worked with Kevin Durant in the past. Steve Nash will work with Kyrie Irving at the point. Steve Nash will create an electric, friendly environment at the practice stadium. These people don't need a drill sergeant. Greg Popovich is often referred to as a drill sergeant. Steve Nash is going to go over there, bring the morale up, get the boys playing hard, and to be honest, they're probably going to win a championship next year. That's who I got my money on. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I post about sports and pop culture and entertainment every day. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want more breaking news live updates. Be sure to like this video if you like this video. Be sure to dislike this video if you dislike this video. Be sure to comment if you think Steve Nash is going to be a good coach or a bad coach for the Brooklyn Nets. Let me know what you think. I want to know. I love you all so much. Stay safe. Take care out there.